Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope all of you guys are doing well. So, today I'm going to be reviewing a film from the late 70s. I believe it's 1978. It's a musical, it's based off the Beatles, and it's the film Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. Now, this is a musical that stars Peter Frampton and the Bee Gees, and as well as a few recognizable faces like Steve Martin and Alice Cooper. And the film is narrated by George Burns. Yes, George Burns, who surprisingly lived up to the age of 100. Well known actor from a lot of different films. I remember him from this. He is also in, what is it? Uh, Oh God, You Devil, that film series. He's in that and a few other films as well. And basically, he narrates the film. He narrates, the story. Peter Frampton and the Bee Gees are basically the new Sergeant Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band after one of the original members end up, I think, having like a heart attack, and a lot of the other members kind of disbanded. So they needed, a new band, and of course they brought in Peter Frampton and the Bee Gees. Their characters, start the band and have their own little twist. Of course, we see them kind of getting like a record deal, and the owner or the person in charge is kind of shady, and a lot of things going on. They get kidnapped. One's trying to, I think Alice Cooper's character is trying to brainwash Peter Frampton, and there's this love story between Peter Frampton's character and another character. I think she's known as Strawberry Fields. Um, and then throughout the film, you get musical numbers. Now, mind you, there is no dialogue. Nobody speaks in this film other than George Byrne narrating, and then you get the music. The musical numbers happen, from everybody. So they don't speak any lines. Their lines are basically the songs. It's a weird concept. A great example is when they're reading a newspaper article. Peter Frampton is lips, basically lip syncing George Byrne. George Burns speaking, but Peter Frampton has to match it. So it's almost like, Peter Frampton's talking like George Burns. I guess is the best way I can explain it. So it was kind of weird that they went with that. And then, a lot of the scenes are, musical numbers, but they kind of tie into that scene. Like a great example is when the Bee Gees and what is it, like their agent or their manager is in the car and they're driving. The driver is looking at Peter Frampton's character, and she's basically like singing, I want you, I want you so bad, is driving me mad. I think it's called She Heavy. She's so heavy. If you know that Beatles song, I'm sure I'm butchering it. But like she'll look at Peter Frampton's character and kind of singing that, and then like the manager looks at her and kind of does the same thing. So yeah, it's kind of weird that the way this film is that there's no speaking other than the musical numbers, but you can still understand the story on what's going on with the narration, and even George Burns has a musical number in this. So yeah, very interesting film. I've always enjoyed it. I haven't seen this movie in so long. This was one of those movies I wanted on Blu-ray for the longest time, a holy grail in my opinion, and finally have it. I will say the quality is not too bad. It is very grainy, but it doesn't like overpower it. The quality, I think, which is always good because you don't want something that just looks so grainy. You don't want to watch it. But I think what they try to do, I think it worked. Sounds great. Very bright in the colors, green, purple, blue. I mean, just so much. You got Earth, Wind, and Fire in this. Yeah, see, you got featuring outstanding performances by Aerosmith. I gotta see that because I must have missed that. Aerosmith, George Burns, Steve Martin, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and more Sergeant Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band. Um, and again, you've got The character Billy Shears, played by Peter Frampton, and his best friends, the Hendersons, uh, played by the Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, the Bee Gees. Sandy Farina plays Strawberry Fields, which I think is a love interest. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us. George Burns, the other two members of the Bee Gees, are no longer with us. The actress, like I said, the actress Sandy Farina, no longer. I mean, there's a lot who are no longer with us, but there are still some who are with us. Some are retired, some are acting, some I don't know if they're still working in the music industry. But yeah, just a really great story, a fun movie. When I was watching this, I was getting, of course, the Across the Universe movie vibes. So that's another one I highly recommend. But yeah, if you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you guys so much for checking out this review. If you've seen, like I said, if you've seen it, let me know. If you haven't, check it out. I think it's worth a watch, especially if you're a fan of the Beatles. Um, but I wish I could say more. If you enjoyed the review, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Until next time, we'll talk films. Peace.